Hey everyone, we are Tony and Sonia, and after more than 20 years of teaching, we finally decided we'd had enough and it was time for some adventure. So we quit our jobs, rented out our house and sold pretty much everything we owned. And while most midlife crises end up with a sports car, we bought a narrowboat called Kimberleyjo. And along with our newest crew member Willow, we travel all over the UK's stunning and beautiful canal network. It'd be great if you came along and joined us on Same Ship, Different Day.
So we're moored about here at the moment and we are heading past Norton Junction. We're going to fill up with some water, empty the toilet and everything at the services, and then we get to do our 7 locks. 7 locks, and our aim is to moor up somewhere down here. It's not very far, it's only about 2 miles I think, but 8 locks, so it depends on how easy it is to get through the locks today as to how long it's going to take.
Off we go! We're just going up to this very first bridge. It's where that beautiful cottage was yesterday.
Yeah, see on that little walk we did.
I'll tell you a little bit about that once we get there. We've got a very short journey, but it's like 7 locks.
Yeah, 7 locks. The Buckby flight we're doing today, but we're going down, which is always better than going up.
Yeah, it's true.
For some weird reason.
And we've got the thing to these locks is they are tough. They're like double locks, really big and heavy, so they are hard work. So we're hoping we can squeeze in like through one gate. That's our target.
Yeah.
Because it just cuts everything down. Otherwise you're just doing laps of the lock, because you can't. You have to open one gate, go round, open the other gate, go round, close that gate, close the other gate. It's just laps and laps and laps. So
we're going for the water point, so we're doing some washing, obviously.
So let's say, just as we go into this bridge, there is the most stunning little house. And there's a little bit of a story behind it. So on the working boats back in the day, you used to have families living on them, and obviously these families were living in the tiniest little cabin at the back of the boat, and times were really hard. So this was owned by a Commander Fielding, and he was in charge of the Salvation Army, and they had 2 narrowboats of their own, and those narrowboats would go off and help these families who were living on these working boats. So a little story behind that cottage there. It was quite near then because there's a boat coming out of Leicester Arm just there, and we just came out here pretty much the same time. Yep. And now we're going off down here and we're going to get ourselves some water before going through all the locks, doing the rubbish, doing the L-sand, everything else. But it's always the same. Whenever you meet another boat, it's always at the worst possible moment. I was just saying about the working boats and how the whole family lived in a little bit. Well, here's a great example. This one here, Midland Coast. That little kind of box at the back, you could have like a whole family, like mum, dad, kids, all in that little compartment at the front. So that's why the Salvation Army had boats that would come down and just make sure, give out food, check on everyone, make sure everyone was okay. And then all the rest of the boat, obviously that's where they kept all the things they were trading. And following straight on from that is this boat. This boat looks like it is almost part of the pathway by now. It looks like it's been there for a very long time. There's plants that have grown and died out of this boat.
As with all things boaty, we met a lovely boater at the water point, a lovely long chat, and now we're on our way. But they're doing exactly the same thing. Washing machine is running, engine's running, and water being topped up. So going down for the first time in a double wide lock. Busy old road this. This is the A45. Lovely little pub, the New Inn. fishing boat, and then all of a sudden I recognised it. Maximise Life. They've got their own, he's got his own channel. It's one of the ones we watched while we were in China.
So pretty much a waterfall. There we are. Bloody gate. I managed to open that one. Sonia gets through, but it opens up this one instead.
This is lock number 10 on the Buxley flight. It's unbelievable.
You see these buildings sometimes, particularly on the Grand Union and the Oxford, it seems. You see this tree's practically grown on top of it. But it's got a chimney, so obviously used to have a fireplace. Someone stores their bike in here. So yeah, there was the fireplace. Nice little window. Oh yeah. In this day's market, that's probably about 1.2 million that'll cost you. If you could get a mortgage.
I'm a good driver.
You are a very good driver. I saw that film as well. I'm a very good driver, I'm taking you Vegas. There's the M1, I think. That's the one reason we might not stay too long where we're going. Depends how loud the M1's going to be, because on the other side is a railway as well. So we're going to check it out tonight. If need be, we might move down a few hundred yards.
Penultimate lock today. It's been fantastic so far. They've all been in our favour, but the weather has been glorious. We woke up this morning to ice on the roof and it was freezing, but the sun is brilliant and it feels like spring. So hopefully we're going to moor up after the last lock and then bring the car down. And we're going to be mooring just down there opposite Whilton Marina. I've got to say though, the food smells amazing. I am so hungry. It's been a really beautiful day today, cruising down to Whilton Marina, and then at the end of the day you get treated to an absolutely beautiful sky. So I'll show you what we can see from our windows.
There we are, just through the gap there. That's our boat. Here we are in the Wilton cafe. I'm talking too loud. Enjoying their food.
So we have our new toy out today, but it's got a bit windy, so we're not going to test it properly. We're just going to set it all up and see if we can get it off the ground. So yeah, our first attempt of our new toy. So it is off the ground. It's a bit windy.
Right, my heart is still pounding.
God.
It was the funniest thing. So we just went out, the wind had died down, so we thought we'd go and try out the drone. So what did we do, son?
We did really something very simple. We put it up, pointed it at the boat.
Yeah.
And got a lovely shot.
Yeah, we thought it was quite high because we went up above all the trees and the telephone wires stuff, so we thought we'd send it quite high, send it down the canal, try and get a picture of the boat, and then you start looking at it and I was already thinking...
Well, that's darned high.
Yeah, and we've gone quite a long way away. It looked like we've gone a long way away and you're thinking, well, that's quite a long way away, that kind of thing. So we thought we'll just stop there as our first little go. And then it tells you to do what?
Well, you can press the button that says return to home. And we thought we'd gone far enough and we needed to bring it back, but it was quite difficult to remember what the controls do. And so we pressed the return to home button and it's supposed to bring it right back to you, and nice and easy.
But what actually happens is it goes vertically, quickly, until it was just out of sight.
We couldn't see it.
It gone so high up we couldn't even see it.
But it's grey and it's against the same colour sky. So maybe we just lost sight of it. So we just had this, we didn't know where it had gone, couldn't see it.
We was panicking. Someone's going, press the button, press the button. And I'm like, I don't know what it's doing, I don't know. How do I get it back? What's it going to do? And we just had visions of it being just up there in the atmosphere. I even saw a plane, like miles away it must have been. And I'm thinking, oh my God, we're going to the plane.
But it came back, right? So then we panicked and pressed cancel, return to home. Apparently, if you do that, it just stops where it is and waits for you to do something.
Yeah.
And then we went, but we still couldn't see it because we were trying to find it, to look for it. And then we did return to home again and it came back to us.
Yeah.
It was right up there, right above our head.
Yeah. So you went, it's above us. I looked up and I couldn't see it. And then you just saw a dot in the distance. It was literally like a speck of dust, it looked like. And it just comes straight down. And it's mad because it landed on the floor like 2 foot from where we were standing. It was amazing landing though, wasn't it?
Oh, it was such a soft landing. It was a good landing.
Yeah, it landed like 2 foot away from us. We was outside these houses, pretty much landed on the doorstep of one of the houses.
It's so clever. I mean, the technology is so clever because if we didn't like where it was going to land, we can just cancel that and it will just hover until we do something with it. So we watched a tutorial on YouTube, and the other way of doing it is that you can put your hand up underneath it, grab it, flip it over, and then it just stops. So if you don't want to land it on the ground, you can pick it out of the air like that.
Yeah, and I did that, and it worked really well,
didn't it?
It
was really easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, we didn't manage to video. We were trying to video that.
Oh God, it was very complicated enough.
Yeah, but we then came back, and then we looked at the footage from the drone, and
so good.
yeah, it's so good. So we'll just show you that now. See what you think.
Yeah, this is our first attempt, and most of it was accidental.
Yeah, the best shots are when it went really high, like way higher than we would have gone. And basically the drone took the footage itself.
Yeah, just decided we weren't doing it well enough.
Yeah. So, but yeah, have a look.
Have a look.
And of course this week saw us sign up our brand new crew member, so a big welcome to Willow.
No. Yes.
Beautiful girl.
So there she is. First morning after her first night. It's absolutely full of beans. She wasn't too bad last night either. For her first night on the boat. So thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you all next week.